recently visited Ankara. You met the Turkish President Erdogan, and currently Turkey is fighting against Kurdish forces in Syria. How do you reconcile those two positions? The President of Iraqi Kurdistan meets the Turks who are fighting the Kurds in Syria.
Let's be frank. To us, we simply cannot condone an attack on Kurds by another country. And at the same time, we cannot accept the idea that a group of Kurds should deliberately take arms to defend its rights. Regarding Syria, unfortunately, there has been a misunderstanding. This is a group which monopolized the situation in Syria.
You're referring to a Kurdish group, the Democratic Union Party.
That party has pushed out the other parties. It's edged them out, and it has now become a fully integrated part of the PKK. They should not have done that. That has angered the Turks. They should not have done it. It was a mistake. They should have been independent of the PKK and of us.
Would you agree for a declaration of independence, a secession, autonomy, like in Iraq?
As soon as a consensus is reached amongst Kurds in Syria, we will back that consensus.
In 2013, there was an agreement in Erbil between the different Kurdish parties, but there was no follow-up.
Precisely. It was PYD which didn't play the game, didn't respect the Erbil Accords.
Is there any hope for you to play a role?
We shall do everything in our power to uphold the Erbil agreements and the Dahuk agreements. If all the parties involved respect those agreements, then we will back them.
And what if they decide to go further regarding autonomy or independence? Will you support those claims?
On the subject of independence, I believe that the time has not yet come.
Not necessarily independence. What about federalism, for example?
Once again, what the Syrian Kurds decide, we will live with. As soon as there is a consensus, we will support it.
Do you think they should withdraw to the east of the Euphrates, as the Turks require?
That's their business. It's a domestic Syrian Kurdish issue. But obviously, it's of interest to other forces.
In Turkey, you mentioned changes in the region in future. Are you going to change the frontiers, the maps?
We are already dealing with changes in boundaries. Boundaries are changing every day.
Can we imagine new frontiers?
The country is already partitioned as we speak.
In Iraq, it's already settled. What about the rest of Iraq and Syria?
The country, once again, is already partitioned. Is Syria unified? No. And it's not going to be unified as it was in the past.
It will no longer be united.
No. We are going to have to think up other forms of government or regimes.
What forms?
I don't know, but I know we have to come up with something.